For the next 30 minutes, we will explore the unexplained. From mysteries beyond our galaxy to ghostly phenomena in our own backyard, we will dive into our psychic abilities and explore everything from conspiracies to the just plain weird. Welcome to 30 Odd Minutes. If the truth is out there, we will find it, but only by sheer accident.
How you doing, girl? Oh, we're on. Welcome to 30 Odd Minutes. I'm Jeff Belanger. You are Oddballs, and we don't think any less of you for watching a show like this. Welcome back. We missed you. Glad you're here. Want to remind you, if you're watching the show live at 30oddminutes.com, jump in the chat room because Sarah and Andrew, and I turned the mic off. Son of a gun. Welcome back to 30 Odd Minutes. Oh my gosh, it's going to be that kind of a show. Are we on now? Good. Yay, welcome. All right, if you're watching the show live at 30oddminutes.com, jump in the chat room because Sarah and Andrew and Oddbot 3000 are waiting to pass your questions up to our guest and to me and to all that other stuff. This is going to be great. All right, what a cool show we have tonight. This is going to be a fun topic. Art often imitates life, as we know, and you imitate us because you're kind of strange as well. You've been sending us emails. Thank you. We got one this week. Sarah's going to read them to you, but before she does, I've been kind of wondering, what would Sarah look like as a cartoon?
Hot.
Oh.
Hey, that's what she'd look like.
The
Look at
most
that.
awesome thing you've ever seen.
That is
Admit it.
She didn't look like that when we helped her move.
No, she didn't. She didn't. Well done. All right,
It was
Sarah,
in a bin.
we got emails this week. What are
Yes.
they saying?
All right. It says, hey, guys, I'm a huge fan of the show. I live in Milford, so I guess I'm considered a local. Anyway, about 40 minutes ago, I had an encounter with a UFO. I was driving home, and it was a triangular-shaped craft with blue afterburners on the back and red lights. I'm a pilot, and I know it was not a plane. I thought of you guys when I saw it. I notified the police and a UFO hotline to find out that several other residents from Bellingham have also reported seeing such things around the same time. I told you this because I care. Good luck, Oddballs. P.S. Must be nice reading an email that for once wasn't written by you. Ha ha, just teasing.
Ouch.
We don't write our own emails.
Come on. We don't write our own emails anymore.
Ah!
Not anymore. All right. Well, thank you for the note. If you want to write to us, it's info@30oddminutes.com. You can follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, on MySpace. We're always eager to hear from you. Okay. The paranormal imitating life and inspiring art is nothing new. This has been going on for centuries and centuries. We all know that famous work by Fuseli, The Nightmare. There it is. Remember that? Painted just yesterday. Not really. That was 1781. The whole idea of the incubus, the succubus, demons that come to us at night. This is nothing new, and the paranormal, as we know today, is such a hot topic. It's on so many channels, so many other television shows, books, magazines, websites, all of that fun stuff. Why not comic books? Paranormal comics, that's what we're talking about tonight. And what a great guest we have to do it, because tonight we have H.C. Noel, a professional illustrator, cartoonist, and paranormal investigator. His character, Terranormal, right there behind me, investigates with the stars of TV's Ghost Hunters in a comic published in every episode of TAPS Paramagazine, the official publication of the Atlantic Paranormal Society. Terranormal has also appeared online in her own award-winning webcomic, which won the 2009 WRCA Reader's Choice Best New Webcomic Award. Congratulations, Tara. Noel's artwork has helped raise thousands of dollars for charity. He's a graduate of the Pratt Institute of Brooklyn, New York, live from our studios in his house in Baltimore, Maryland. Please put your hands together for H.C. Noel. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Can I call you Howie?
Of course you can.
I appreciate that. Okay, Howie, this is the question I ask every guest. It's the first question for every guest. You're a breast man, huh?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, no, I mean, if there's one, I'm not an art critic, but I took some art classes in college, and I used to spray paint bridges. So, yeah, which makes me qualified. And I'm an observer. I'm a professional observer, and I've noticed all the women in all of your drawings are very well endowed.
I blame my sisters and Freud.
Right. Can we bring the picture up of Sarah again? Is that doable? There it is. Yep, there I am with her. Whoop, there I go. All right, very good. Okay, so with all this talent, why would you focus on the paranormal? I mean, there must be better ways.
You know, it's a field that's always intrigued me. It's just a subject that I've always been interested in, and I got to be honest. From everybody I've met, I don't want this to sound bad for the field itself, but I fit in really well with everybody. So,
We do take that a little personally. I'm going to be honest with you. Who'd want to be a member of a club that would have us as one of our members? Okay. One of the things we're going to do, we talked about this before the show. You're also a cartoonist. I've seen you at some of the paranormal events. You do sketches and caricatures of people. They're really great. They're really fun. And we're going to put you on the spot. During the interview, we are going to make you multitask beyond belief. You're going to get interviewed and sketch me during the talk.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm up to this challenge, sir.
All right. We are going to get to that shortly. Okay. So talk to us. The field, weird. We've established that. What's the inspiration for Paranormal behind me?
The inspiration for behind it all is it was like I said, it's always something I've been interested in. I had my own experience when I was in high school, so ever since then it was always something that I wanted to know more of, and I believe in the paranormal, of course, and I believe that there's more out there, and I just watched Ghost Hunters all the time when it first debuted, and I really connected with those guys, and I agreed with how they investigated, and I just I had this idea of this character called Paranormal, and before it was going to be more weird, she'd have like powers, and it was kind of darker, and then I just wanted to shape it so that it could be something that my nephews and nieces could read also, as well as be adult, and so everybody could get into. And then it just transformed into making a really strong female lead character and making her smart and just combining everything that I like into it. And with just by watching how everybody, like real life paranormal investigators, and how they do things, put the equipment in there and put the thought process and really make it smart and not insulting to the field.
Which is tricky because we do a show called 30 Odd Minutes, and it's a fine line we walk, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to walk the line too.
Yeah, no, but that's what it's about. I mean, you can have fun with this, and that's something we've been trying to prove with this show right along, is that, hey, come on, sometimes you're at these things, you're on an investigation, there's all these people and all this equipment, and sometimes you get to go, man, if I wasn't already into this, this is just weird.
Yeah, you're sitting there having conversations with nothing,
Yeah.
and but sometimes something answers.
Right.
So that's where it gets special. But I think one of the things I'll always remember, and it's a big influences on me, was when I was at Mount Washington the first time, when I first met you. Chris Williams said during it, and I wrote it down in my notebook because I was taking notes, that if you have a sense of humor in life, you probably have one in death. So don't lose your sense of humor when doing an investigation. Everybody gets so serious, but I think that it's more, if you lighten up and loosen up a bit, it's a better evening.
Right, but for some people, wouldn't you admit dying kind of sucks?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But I guess that comes in with antagonizing them too.
Right.
So if you're having a great time, maybe they'll show up because they're not.
Right on. Okay, so what happened in high school? Riveting story, I'm sure. Please.
It was during gym class.
No, the other story, the other one. No.
Oh, not the one I told you.
Yeah.
It was, I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and she had a house sit a spider for this guy that I guess he considered himself Wiccan.
Okay. We had a pet spider, so he's halfway there.
Yeah, he's got the spider, which is a prerequisite, and he was messing with a Ouija board, which, awesome.
Right.
And so he was like, my apartment's haunted, just be careful, go feed the spider. Now, I can't let on, I was younger than my girlfriend, so I can't let on, I'm like, oh, I'm scared, So acting tough, going in, and you could tell right away when you walked into this apartment that it was awful. There was just a mood that was weird to the place and heavy, and I didn't want to be in there. And so she was being the spider, and they had to go into this closet, which was I think it was like a pantry closet, and it was already open, but all of a sudden it wasn't open again. So they're like, I can't get the door open. So I was like, oh, it's like a pickle jar, you know. Let me step in, and I'll get that door open. I'm a man.
Right.
So I get in there, and I go to open it, and it's pulling back. It's not just stuck, which you know the difference.
Sure.
And so I was like, that's interesting. So I step back, and it opens, and it breathes, you know, which wasn't a pipe. It was a. So I thought, you know, hey, let's go. And then everybody heard it. So we want to go out there. You know, we got out as soon as possible, turned off the lights, went back on. I saw the light go back on. That could be all electrical, you know, looking back, but it just didn't feel like these were just things that happened.
Right.
So, you know,
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, we didn't know about investigating, so we just threw a party there with an atheist the next day.
And did that drive them out? I mean, that's...
Yeah, he never showed up. My friend kept, what now we know, antagonizing, you know.
Yeah.
We were recording it out, but we threw a hell of a party and broke some stuff. So.
Right on. All right, Andy, if we could bring up image 4. This is the very first Paranormal comic strip, and we want to know, is she single? Andrew Lake is single, he's can he get the digits? What's up with that?
He can email me later.
Right.
I provide them. Tara is single, but always finds romance in each story, because I think all the readers enjoy that, but not like James Bond does. But the guys are always interested in her.
But she's got that look, that one that just says, yeah, she could party.
Yeah, she's hot.
She's totally hot. Okay, we do have a question for you from our chat room. Miss Sarah, please.
We do. We have a lot of good ones. So Polly just wrote in. She wants to know, if you could go clubbing with any deceased artist, which one would you choose?
That's an important question. I can't believe I didn't ask that to open.
Well, if I'm going clubbing, I think you have to take Andy Warhol.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy could party.
It's not like a nice restaurant. I would go clubbing with Andy Warhol.
Good question. All right. Hey, something else I forgot to mention. We always tell people, especially in our email blasts, send us your junk and help us decorate our set. Someone actually did this week. I completely forgot. Our good friend Peter Robbins, look at that. Thank you. Sent us an official Roswell UFO Festival Frisbee/UFO, depending on how you film it, and a press pass. Isn't that cool? What do you think? Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Send me one, sir.
Ooh, almost hit Sarah.
I would say that you're fan.
Didn't. So anyway, thank you, Peter
Thank you,
Robbins.
Peter.
Thank you for sending us that. We appreciate it. Good stuff. Okay, so how did Tara meet Jason and Grant? That must have been very exciting for her.
Oh, yes. Hugely. And exciting for me, too. I guess that's the story we'll show later in TAPS Paramagazine. But I met them. How she met him and how I met him, I guess, are one and the same, because I did first picture I did because I was a big fan of the show. I did like a Mad Magazine take on them,
Right.
On the entire gang, and I sent it to Jason just by chance on his MySpace, and he really, really liked it. Like it connected with him, and then that's how I got involved in all this crazy stuff. Like that picture, I'm so happy I did it.
Yeah.
It's changed everything for me, and it was awesome to meet him and Grant. Great.
Right. And well, this is going to be a live performance show in a few minutes. The Oddball crew is going to read a live reading of one of Howie's comics, 2 of them actually. This is going to be, we're going to somehow get through this, but yeah. All right, good stuff. Okay, Howie, I think I'm ready for my close-up, if you are. Any bats in the cave? Am I good?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to ask you, if you wouldn't mind, to get ready to sketch. All right. Can you prove you have a blank piece of paper there?
Oh, yes. It's not already started. This is like Mind Freak. Is this fair?
That's fair. Totally fair. As honest as we can keep you.
Normal pen
Or
Sharpie.
All right. And we're ready. Does it? Oh, God, this smells good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is really good.
All right. You get started with that. We are going to take a very odd quick break and be right back.
And now, an odd fact with Matthew Moniz.
Casey Kasem is the voice of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. Isn't that odd?
This has been an odd fact with Matthew Moniz.
Is it me or does that guy get better looking every week? He does.
Totally.
He does.
Suave.
All right, welcome back. Howie, how's it going?
It's going good. Going good.
This is a good view. This is a good view. Okay, what we're going to do while you're busily sketching, if that is such a word, we are going to do our first interpretive reading. Andy, image number 5, if you would please. Coming up here, and the Oddball crew is going to read it. Sarah and Andrew and myself are on this one.
All right. You recognize our victim, Christina Thompson.
Yeah, I know her. Well, I knew her. She ran a paranormal group in Howard County. She was a strong believer in the afterlife. I guess now she knows the truth.
You're sure this is the right thing to do? Maybe I should stay longer.
Christina, your belief in the spirit world has made your transition easier. There's no need for worrying.
Oh, so what you're saying is this could all just be the result of a last-minute hallucination of my consciousness before I leave this earthly plane of existence, a final gift of my mind, similar to a near-death experience in which the pineal gland releases dimethyltryptamine.
Flying dinosaur!
Well done, everyone. Yay! I think we have a future in something other than this, quite frankly.
Amazing.
What'd you think, Howie? Did you ever hear your characters come to life like that?
I loved it. Lincoln was amazing. He really had the tone.
That was. If I closed my eyes, it was like Abe was in the room with us.
I feel bad Sarah had to read those words that I don't even know how to pronounce.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, could you write them shorter, please? I appreciate it.
That was my impression of those TV shows that do that, you know? All the medical shows.
So while we interview your head, how long have you been
Yes.
drawing Paranormal now?
I have been drawing Paranormal for, since 2000. It's been a year.
Right?
So I guess that's the math. No, but I started really working on 2008.
Okay.
And then it went live 2009, April.
And so that people can follow it. We'll have links from our website on how to see Paranormal. And it's a webcomic, but also hopefully soon to be a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, I'm working very hard right now. I'm working on a graphic novel proposal, the pitch, how
Sure.
it's got to go to the publishers. And I'm really excited because it shows her beginnings.
Right.
And, just the entire origin of the character without it being like a prequel. I think it's some of the best stuff I've ever written. It's the script's all done, and I just got to work on the art. So that's what I update on my site. Because right now the webcomic just takes a little pause while I'm doing the magazine and this book. But I put up sample art and everything, and I'm really excited. I hope to share this story with everybody. I think it's really some good stuff, some weird stuff, and Nick Cage shows up out of nowhere.
Oh, that makes sense because he's into this kind of stuff. All right, we do have another question for you in our chat room. Keep drawing. Just listen. We'll be good. Go ahead.
Okay. Gregster wants to know what superhero sidekick would you have if you could choose anybody?
Oh, superhero sidekick if you could have anyone.
I would go with, does it have to be a hero? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go with a villain sidekick, and I would go with Harlequin.
Okay.
Because she's hot.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. All right, well, while you draw, we are going to move on to number 6, Andy in the back. This one is from this one features Jason and Grant, of course, from Sci-Fi's Ghost Hunters, and can be seen in TAPS Paramag, each issue. We could get this interpretive reading ready. All right, cast, crew, are we ready?
Ready.
That was an awesome case. What do you think, Tara?
Totally. And I got to shave a Yeti. Again. Wait, Shadow Man? What are you doing here? Oh, what the...
Frig!
Oh, hey, Tara, Jason, Grant. I thought I'd watch the home office while you guys were out. Baby Cthulhu is helping me perfect my evil eye look. Look how good his is. Super evil.
That's a freaking dinosaur.
First, Shadow Man, you don't have any eyes. Second, what is up with the dinosaur?
Hold up, I gotta Twitter this.
It's not a dinosaur, it's a Yoshi. Baby Cthulhu made him with his mind powers. He made a Mario too, but Yoshi ate him. So are we official TAP member now?
Mario's a plumber, right? I guess if he ends up haunting the TAPS office, we'll all have something in common to talk about, you know?
Oh, jeez.
I think we're ready for our poetry slam, at very least.
My goodness.
Was that like, if you closed your eyes, Howie, was it like being in the room and seeing those characters pop off the screen?
Yeah, they were brought to life.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I hear it.
Oh, that's a problem. For sure, for sure. How's the sketch coming? I don't want to peek. Whoa. Oh, man.
Dude.
Look at that, huh?
Hot.
Nice.
For your UFO friend right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a ghost.
Wow. Well done. Yeah.
Getting close on your eyes. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will have this for you, sir.
Oh, you're the best.
Now this off to you.
All right, so let's talk about the paranormal and the culture, right? Because you attend some of these events, you're doing a lot of these caricatures for fans of the shows, fans of the paranormal. What kind of common thread are you seeing in people that go to these things and are seeking out the unexplained?
I'm seeing that common thread that they've just generally been all awesome people. They're really passionate, which is always good, and they've all got answers they want to seek out, and I think that's great. I think it's, because, when you go to, like, comic conventions, everybody has, a similar passion, but not too many people are looking for answers from what they're liking there, other than, like, well, does Batman wash his outfit?
Right.
This is more deep than that, and I think that I like that there's that connection, and just, I've noticed that just everybody is really super nice. Really, really super cool. And, I think that I like that it's like you have this common thing, and as soon as you meet somebody, you can talk for a long time to them.
Yeah. No, but what's so interesting to me is that, of course we know the television shows, the magazines, the websites and books are all talking about the paranormal. It's such a hot topic. And just like in other periods in history, art, of course, will follow, because art reflects life, reflects society. Are you seeing other genres of art? I know there's a band we're going to have on actually pretty soon that's Ghost Box Orchestra. We're very excited. They're using the Ghost Box as part of their music, and we're excited to have them on. So, what other kind of things are you seeing in the artistic community?
There's a lot. There's a lot of where you'll notice that artist friends of mine are all into the paranormal. More so, it's been brought again to the mainstream. Before you would kind of be embarrassed if you have a ghost story, but now it's it's more open to talk about, and it's more there's like a true science behind it now. And I think it's real great because even, with skeptical people, which you have to be a skeptic, it's still open for discussion. I'm noticing a lot of books, of course, are huge in the paranormal now.
Yeah, sure.
You look at I hate to say it, Twilight.
Yeah.
It's paranormal.
Yeah,
Big Ball and vampires. It's huge. It's huge. Pop culture is completely been affected by this movement, and I think it's great, because now I'm interested in more stuff because I'm interested in that.
Right. Well, you said early on that you started watching Ghost Hunters, and that's really what got you hooked in, and I'm sure that's true for millions of people, really, all over the world who got into this because they started watching that show. But now that you actually get into the community, there's a lot more to it than just that show, just the Ghost Hunters. There's so many more facets. What surprised you since seeing beyond the veil of just Ghost Hunters?
Yeah, it opened. What surprised me is I liked meeting all the groups because a lot of my friends, they have their own paranormal groups, and it's really awesome. Because I love talking to them and getting their help when I'm on an investigation, and they're there because I really trust their expertise. I love seeing all the different things that they try, that's not on any of the shows, like, because I'm watching all of them now. I'm watching, not just Ghost Hunters, but everything that I can get my hands on, and even bad ones. I really love
30 Odd Minutes, for example.
Yeah, I love this show.
Yeah, of course.
No, but
someone's got to bring up the rear. We're happy to do it.
I really like meeting people that have their own. It's a big influence on me because that's what Paranormal's about too. She's got her own group, and it's learning about how do you go about assembling a team. My book takes place. She assembles her team in this graphic novel. So that's it's really cool to see how my friends have done it and how you get them all together and everything. And I love that they have their shirts and everything and their gear. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And cool.
And it is very much a social movement. Some of these groups, I think some of the groups hate to admit it, but there's a very big social aspect to this. A lot of these are social clubs that get together and run through cemeteries and haunted buildings. And one of the things that frustrates me anyway is when people get too caught up in, well, we're trying to do science or prove something or not prove something. Hey, it's okay to be a club. It's okay to, have fun with it. And that's one of the things that some people get it, but of course others, you see the hierarchy and the division of leadership, and then groups split, and we have something to laugh at the conferences.
Yeah. I do know. I definitely have seen the all too serious side, and I can't. I respect it. I just can't relate because it's not fully rounded as a human being.
Yeah.
If you're all business, I mean, you got to have a little fun because a lot of these investigations, you're going to be there and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Which is, that's normal.
That's nothing. Right.
What are you going to? It's not really going to help I think the person you're trying to help if you're all stuffy. Got to be, at least a little human because you're supposed to be dealing with things that maybe aren't human, right?
Yeah, right on. Okay, we do have another question for you, Sarah.
All right, shoot.
All right, so we have quite a few questions actually, so I'm going to lump them all into one. Basically, they want to know where you draw your inspiration from, whether it's movies, artists, authors.
30-odd minutes.
30-odd minutes.
Number
Jeff,
one.
Yeah, Jeff, Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole crew, everybody. Big movies and TV, of course. Paranormal is a big tribute to all those, like Ghostbusters and X-Files, big time. My wife, Shelly, is a huge fan of the X-Files, so Paranormal is like a tribute to her and all that. And like I said, all the reality shows I watch. I'm a big pop culture person, so stuff will just fly in there. Like if I want to stick Hordak from He-Man in there, I will. I just try to go with it. And just try, along with all the pop culture stuff, life, too, like observing how people talk and how I talk with my friends. Like if I think something's funny now, it just goes in.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot of the good, because a lot of people, you get funny when you're just talking with your friends. You want to try to get that in there. Because what you're making people laugh in front of you, you want to capture it and get it in there, because sometimes it's tough,
Yeah. Absolutely. And you've done a lot of great work for charity. I know I've been a part of some of these charity auctions. This was great. At the Stanley Hotel, let me just set this up real quick. The Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado is where Stephen King stayed all those years ago. It inspired him to pen The Shining. It's where he started to write The Shining. It's where the miniseries was filmed, also at this hotel. Haunted reputation. Ghost Hunters has done an episode there. Been a lot of paranormal conferences there, so we all know the movie The Shining. It plays 24 hours if you're staying at the hotel. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. Like you just jump in anywhere and go, oh, I remember this part. So Howie drew a special poster featuring the cast of Ghost Hunters. Here it is. Check this out. How cool is that? Amy Bruni and Chris Williams is the twins girl. There's Jason, there's Grant, and there's Britt in the back as the butler. Love it. This poster fetched hundreds of dollars, signed by the whole crew, all for charity. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, that at pretty much all of these events, and not just the Ghost Hunter events, at other events as well, thousands and thousands of dollars are raised for charity. And a lot of it is donated by people like Howie, original artwork, stuff that's been autographed by the cast and crew. There's a lot of giving back, and sadly, no one hears about it unless you're at those events. So thank you for doing that. It's a great poster, too. Love it.
Thank you. I'm doing the Beyond Reality events and the other events, doing the charity work. It just, it's allowed me to help people more than I've ever been able to, and to see it, it's like an immediate thing. And the one thing that I want to thank is everybody that goes to these events, they're so giving. I mean, they're spending money for charity.
Right.
Yeah, they're getting a poster, but, it's to help the cause, too.
Right.
And I'm so appreciative of that. It's really amazing to be part of like an auction, and it's crazy. These people, everybody in the community is so helpful in giving.
Right.
And that's why I love being a part of it.
Right on. Well, Howie, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've run right up out of time. Till next time, folks, stay odd.
Woo! Love you, Howie!